All right, so I got my YouTube channel back. I'm not sure if you were aware of this at all, but for about 48 hours there, the Crypto Cove YouTube channel was deleted once again. This already happened back in February and it happened this week. And so I want to just take a quick minute to talk about the future of this YouTube channel. If you're looking for more airdrop alpha, then just wait for my next video. It's going to be coming out in a couple of hours, and that's going to have the daily or the weekly dose of airdrop alpha. But for now, I just wanted to briefly talk to people that have been a part of this community about what's been happening and what I plan to do moving forward. So YouTube has now illegitimately, in my opinion, banned my YouTube channel twice over the past 9 months. Basically, what happens is I wake up one day with a notification saying that my channel is harmful and dangerous. It produces content that encourages people to do harmful and dangerous things. And so the channel is just completely terminated with the snap of a fingers. No actual warnings whatsoever, no real justification. They just vaguely point to the community guidelines. So I've never actually received a real explanation for why this keeps happening. I think what's happening is that people or bots are reporting my content, then some sort of YouTube AI content moderation software is just deciding on the spot to terminate my channel. But when I ask them to give me specific examples with a video and a timestamp of how my content is actually dangerous or harmful or anything else that might be considered deletable from YouTube, they can't or they won't actually provide me with those examples. So then inevitably what ends up happening is I have to appeal the channel termination, I have to raise a stink about it on Twitter, and then eventually, if I'm lucky, a human being will actually review the case. And so far in the past 2 cases, I have received my channel back. However, I do know that this exact same thing is happening to other crypto content creators, airdrop content creators, but not just that, just crypto in general, and some people have not received their channels back after appealing even. This whole situation is honestly foobar, and I'm not really sure how I can deal with it moving forward. The issue is that YouTube is where the viewers are. It's where you can actually get organic content discovery in ways that you just can't get on whatever YouTube alternatives are out there. I know there's other ones, I know there's Rumble, I know there's some Web3 YouTube alternatives, but realistically, there's not as many viewers on those platforms, not as much discovery, and yeah, the reach is just a tiny fraction of what YouTube has. So basically, I'm just playing a giant game of chicken with YouTube's content moderation AI and hoping that every time this happens, I win the coin toss for whether or not I actually get my channel back. Because like I said, other crypto content creators have not been as lucky as I have. And on that point, I just wanted to say, I'm super appreciative of all of the people that have been, sharing this on X and commenting and tagging YouTube. I think honestly that this type of thing does help. It gets the attention of YouTube and maybe forces them to review the case a little bit faster. So thank you so much to everybody that supported me on X. Special thank you to the brown gent who even mentioned me on his YouTube video the other day, calling out the situation. So really appreciate you. And if you guys are looking for another source of solid crypto information, airdrop alpha and otherwise, you should definitely check out his channel. But yeah, what are we gonna do from here? Because it's obvious to me at this point that this channel could be terminated at any minute. I have zero power and I am not expecting to ever get a proper answer from YouTube. I think that the whole situation is completely ridiculous, but unfortunately they are a behemoth. And as much as I was considering, potential legal courses of action, realistically, I don't think that's going to be viable. So what am I going to do moving forward? Well, for starters, if you haven't already followed me on Twitter, you can definitely go over or X rather, and give me a follow. This is basically my main backup. So this is where I can share information and alpha, even if YouTube takes down my channel. Then if you're interested in supporting me via Patreon, I do have a $5 per month membership for Patreon, which gets you access to some exclusive video content for sure, but also mainly it gets you access to the Cove Discord where, we have a community. We're chatting about different airdrop alpha and strategies all the time, but we also have token claim reminders and we have a constant steady stream of actionable airdrop alpha. So there's lots of different stuff going on in there. The $5 per month membership fee is basically the lowest that I could set it to actually, prevent this Discord community from being overwhelmed by bots or whatever. And yeah, if you want to support me that way, you can always join the Patreon. Finally, let's talk about the future of this channel. So I am going to continue posting content on here as long as I have access to it. I am planning, and I've been thinking about this for a little while, to return to my roots a little bit and start making more content that's basically guides or walkthroughs and tutorials on specific apps. Of course, if there's an angle to airdrops or a way to make money, I will mention that. But I used to do a lot more of that kind of content, make a little guide on how to actually use Polymarket, for example, talk about the actual benefits of using it, but then also just show people how it works, because that is what really interests me in this space, is getting to experiment and try out all these new dApps that are coming online and see which ones of them are actually fun, which ones actually, give you the ability to make money, and which ones might actually have a lasting use case. So I am planning on making more of that type of content on the channel. The alpha videos, the news roll-ups, will definitely remain more of a weekly kind of thing as opposed to what I was doing previously, which was daily. Honestly, I just burnt out from that. It's such a grind to be continually collecting all that information, making a video daily. So the airdrop alpha will be more of a weekly thing. Then I'm not going to be posting Telegram videos on the channel anymore. If you want to check it out, my buddy Lathaz, who put a couple of videos on the channel, he's actually starting up his own YouTube channel, which is going to be specialized on Telegram farming. I think it will be just better all around that way. So if you are interested in that line of airdrop farming, you should definitely go and give him a follow. And then the other thing that I want to mention is I've decided I'm going to stop doing paid promo or sponsored content deals. Basically, I feel like whenever I have posted one of those, people generally don't like it as much. The videos never do as well. And of course, I can understand why. Even though I've only ever done 5 or less of those types of videos on the channel, and only for apps or products that I actually think are interesting and would use myself, I do understand why people don't like it, because it kind of dilutes the purity of the information. So yeah, moving forward, I will not be doing any more of that type of sponsored content videos. I'm not gonna rule out, more general sponsorships, but I don't think anyone's offering me that anyways. So yeah, those are the few little changes that I'm going to make moving forward. And yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep doing this and see how long we can keep it going before it gets arbitrarily shut down again. So thank you so much to everyone that's been on the journey, been making videos on this channel for well over a year now, and hopefully we have a lot more in front of us. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next airdrop alpha update coming out shortly.